These are the components of our paper tulip. We have a total of 6 petals. For the 6 petals, we have two kinds of petals. So the wider one and then the narrower one. And then for the pistil, or like the inside of the tulip, we have 3 of these, and then 6 pieces of this, and then 1 pieces of this, which connects all of these pieces. Then for the leaves, we have 2 of this, which we will transform later to this. And then we will have this one for this part. For the petals, we will be needing black and red paint. And then just a bit of black. Before we paint, we are going to attach wire. So I am using a 22 gauge wire. So this one. What I usually do with one piece of wire is I cut it in half. And then I cut this into 3 pieces. I'm just eyeballing. So that should give me at least like 2 inches each. Then I will be attaching the wire. So we will just be using glue for this project, for this piece. There you go. And then we are going to let it dry. In the meantime that we're letting it dry, we can paint at the back. The one with the attachment will be the inner side, and then the one without will be the outer side. So let us paint the outer side first. I prefer my paint to be a bit washy, or with water, or like washed away with water, just because if you see this sample, this has more paint than water. It's I really don't like the strokes, but if it's washed, it's easier to, you know, like create some natural strokes like this. That's why I prefer my paint to be a bit washed out, or with a bit more water. So let's try. So just a bit of streaks. That's one, and then this one. And then for the inside, so the larger one, let's just do the same procedure. For the smaller one, so this one, so I do add like some black details at the bottom. So I'm gonna show the basis, or I'm gonna show an image of the basis of this tulip. So just like a random blob, like here at the bottom. And then once that's okay, so paint up, paint around the black. Okay. So let us let it dry. We are going to prep like the pistil, or like the inside of the flower. So let's do this part first. I did put a score. You can use, the template will have a score line. You can use your Cricut machine to add a score. So we are going to fold where the score is. And then we are going to attach the sides. And then I'm going to add the wire in the middle. Then close it like this. So we have that. Now we are going to create this part, the black part. So using a cylindrical object, I honestly cannot find my bamboo skewer, but a bamboo skewer would be perfect for this. We are going to curl this. And then using this hexagon, we're going to attach them all in one piece. We're going to make it, a cohesive piece. It might be easier to attach it like this. And then I'm just going to spread the glue like this. There, so like that. Now that we're done with the centers, or the pistil, the center part of the flower, let's put this aside for now. For this project, we are going to use this ball tools to add, curls to the petals, or like this. And if you have like that soft rubber mat, that would be perfect. But for me, your alternative would be like this, a styrofoam. It works fine, perfectly, or works perfectly. So we are going to curl on the inside part. So I'm gonna use this. Actually, this is perfect, the smaller one. So just the inside. Let's curl the sides like this. I also like to curl it, softly like this. So once that's curled, we are going to close the petals. So like this, so that the black part will still be visible. Now let's close this. It's going to be like this, and then we are going to softly curl it like this. And this is the part, okay, I found my bamboo skewer. So I'm just going to softly curl the edges like this. So like that, and then bend this. Okay, so we will have 3 of these larger ones. This will be the outer petals, and then we will also have 3 of this one. So before we start, I'm going to place this on the side. Let's finish the leaves. So let's finish the leaves first. Let's prep the leaves first. So we will have 2 pieces of this and then 1 piece of this one. So we are going to prep this one later when we're about to like put all the leaves. I think that would be easier. Let's prep this first. So for this one, we will be needing half of the full strand, or the piece of wire. And then we'll be needing this to cover the back. If you're using a textured paper, it's up to you what you or where you want to, you know, place the textured side. It's either like at the bottom or like up. I am using the textured side at the bottom. It's really up to you. Okay, so this one has a score line too, so I'm just going to fold it along the score line. Careful not to have a paper cut. And this one, the template will have a score line, but it's up to you if you want to use your Cricut machine for the score line. So I usually fold it like that. Oh, I'm going to fold on the other side. Okay, and then I'm going to place glue along the crease. And then here too. And then close it like this. Let's let this dry. I wasn't able to curl like the sides of this leaf. So for this bottom part, so I usually curl it out. And then you also have the option to like trim this part for it to like, you know, continue seamlessly. And that. So let's continue curling this part, and then for this one I usually curl it up. Or curl it inwards like this, and then this one curl it out like this. So there, so our leaves will have curls here. Okay, so this one I'm going to attach it like this. So like that. And then you can bend them. And then same, so let's curl this out. This one is inwards, inwards, and then out. There. So we have the leaves. Now we are going to get the centers. We'll be using like this is 9 inches and this is gauge 18. And then let's grab our floral wire. Don't forget to stretch it to activate the glue. And then I'm going to attach this to our floral wire. So just continue covering up the wire. And then actually this is the only time that we are going to use hot glue. You can also use white glue, but I just prefer it to stick rather quickly. So I'm going to place hot glue there. And then push this up. You can add more curls to this. Now let us add our petals. So the smaller ones first. So this is an option, but I intentionally cover the whole wire with floral tape so the wire will get thicker, because before I use tissue paper to thicken the wire. I don't like the look of it, So I would just rather thicken it using floral tape. It's really up to you. If you don't want to do that, then you can just stop here. And then the larger ones, we are just going to place them in between and cover the spaces. So it's going to be like this. And I'm gonna cover it one more. So this is just me. You can skip this step if you're saving up your floral tape. Okay, so it's time to add the leaves. So for this one, we are gonna place it about here, like 2 inches. It depends on your pot, but since I will be placing this on a pot, so about like 2 inches to 1.5, or 1.5 inch to 2 inches. And then what I would do with this one, so gonna use a paintbrush or whatever cylindrical object you have to curl it. I'm gonna close it like this. So either use glue or hot glue. So let's hold it like this. Okay, so now we have this, and then I am just going to softly curl the edges like this. And then we are going to insert it about here. So what I'm gonna do here is put the hot glue here. And then insert it about there. And then place this on both sides. Then cover it like this. And then we're done with the flower. You can bend it a bit like this. Let's prepare the pot. So I am using a 2.5 inch pot. Let's choose this, and then like 1.5 by 1.5. This is for the first layer, so I'm using a 3.5 inch thick styrofoam. So I am just going to cut the edges like this. And then we have a larger one, so this is about 2 inch by 2 inch. And then we are just going to poke it in. Or I think let's do it in the middle. And then I'm gonna put stones. And we are done with our tulip. So please do like this video and subscribe to our channel, and we will have more paper flower tutorials. Bye!